So this is the case that we use for our mixer, and it's great. It is weatherproof to a certain extent. As you can see, we've got some weather right now, but it's lined in here, and I've already got it plugged in. It's got my drawer that I use for keep our microphones, and my router, and some tape. And I just put it on top of the sub there. I've got an extra router in there just in case something happens. So it's also got this power conditioner in the middle of the rack, and it's great. It's got a fuse box on it. It has 1 in front and 8 in the back, so I can plug a lot of stuff up in the back. I'll show. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 8, and then 1 in the front, which is great if you need to charge your iPad, or sometimes I'll plug the router up in the front. So this is our cable box. I'll open it up real quick, but then I'll show you. So it's got all of our XLRs, power adapters, IECs, 1/4-inch cables, and then a few little trinkets like our drink holder and fiddle stand, guitar stand, phone holder. But it is great. First of all, it's pretty compact, and it's got rollers. And if you drag it from the rollers, it rolls really, really smooth. If you drag it from the other side, it does not roll so smooth. Yeah. So we also have casters on the back of our sub, so we can turn the sub over, put the mixer on top, stack even some speakers or something on top of that, roll it all really easily. Then we've got the piano case, which is a semi-rigid case. It's not a hard case. It takes up a little bit less room, but it also has rollers. You can roll it, so it's easy for anybody to get. It's very heavy, but easy to roll. So the inside of it, like I said, it's semi-rigid, but it's padded well. It holds the piano in with these Velcro straps, so it doesn't move around. And so that's how we carry this. On the top, we have our other strap, or our other area where we have a couple of cables that we use to plug in the piano. We've got our aux cord for our break music, and we also use it if we have a track. This aux cord, you can connect it to your laptop or use a dongle for your iPhone, or if you use Android, I think they still have the 3mm jack, and it's just a stereo input, and it actually plugs in right here, so we can run our aux channel.
Meaning we can run break music or tracks.
Break music or our tracks that we play to our own songs. So I'm going to show you how I actually set up her piano, because we've got the out. So this is actually, I run her mono out, and again I just kind of go down here and make it neat. That kind of keeps it from dangling down. But I want to show you this. So it also has an input. So what I do, it's got a separate gain, and I'll go right here, and I actually go straight into her drum machine. I go into her drum machine with the main left, which is what we use. You can actually go into phones, but main left is just a mono output for this. So the reason I do that is because when we're doing really condensed shows like this, it allows me to use just one channel, and the EQ is very much the same on both. Really, we just set the volume, and she can EQ from inside the piano with her piano. That way, whatever I do on EQ overall, if it's not exactly how we want it for the piano, then we can dial in the piano sound separately. So I wanted to talk about the new pedal setup that I've got going on here. As you can see, there's a little bit of space over here because I wanted to add a volume pedal and possibly a tremolo pedal up there for our original shows. I'm gonna get down quick. Yeah. Okay. So just what's going on here. So this is the RK5 that we talked about in the gear list. As you can see, this one has been used. It's got the tried and true gaff tape on it because I lost a screw. I've got the OG OCD version 1 pedal a chorus for, of course, Purple Rain and a couple of other things that I use it on. The intro to Take It Easy. Keeley compressor, the polychromatic tuner, and then I've got everything hooked through my wireless. That way I can play wirelessly and be off leash.
Show the back. Show the back. Receiver.
Yeah, so I've got the receiver here. And the great thing is I use this pedal and this receiver. All I have to do is turn this amp and this compressor off. And then I've got my fiddle that I run through it. So I run my fiddle through it, and I've even got a boost, and I can use the delay if I want to on this, because this has delay, an amp, and a boost, as well as the...
So you take that off and put it on your fiddle.
I take this off, put it on my fiddle, but I'm actually about to buy another one of these body packs. That way I can have it on the same channel, already hooked up on... I don't have my fiddle out yet, but there will be another body pack on my fiddle as well, and tuned to the same frequency. That way I can swap them out. All right, I'm showing y'all a wide view so you can see this entire setup here. So you've got a lot of chords, trying to keep it as least messy as possible. So we've got basically just one run of chords from right to left over here to the mixer. You can see I've got all of the chords going up the mixer here, keeping it as clean as possible. So we've got one speaker here with the sub mixer on top. We've got our merch on top of the mixer. And what we also have is one speaker over there, because there's going to be people hanging out over there, getting beer, getting food. So this is our setup for this evening. 2 vocals, piano, drum machine, guitar, and fiddle. And like we talked about, we have the drum machine going into the piano, and then the fiddle and guitar are also on the same channel. So we only have 2 vocals and 2 channels. So you can see we've just got channel 1 and 2 are the vocals, channel 4 and 5 are our guitar and piano. And then we've got sub, main left and main right, and then we've got aux 1 and 2 for our monitors. So that is our setup. Oh, and we've got our break music, our 1718 aux. And it's gonna go whoop and up here. So she keeps it tied under so she can easily get to it.
Just make sure you put your phone on Do Not Disturb, or if somebody calls,
yeah, that's right,
plugged in and it's not muted, then you'll
get a nice loud ring over the speakers.
So, but I do utilize this for our tracks. We have some backing tracks that we use for our original songs. So I pull that up and I play it. I just plug it in, and then I unplug it just to be safe. And then also during break music, so I'll pull up Spotify, put everything on Do Not Disturb, and then I just play a Spotify playlist through the device into the mixer, and Clip just dials in the sound for the break music.
Yep. So you've just got power strip laid down here for her with her monitor going over. Monitor, I've got a 3-way power supply, just an extension cord with a 3-way on the end, because I know that I don't need more than 3. I've got my monitor and 2 things to plug up on my pedal board. And I've got a DI there that goes in the board, and that's pretty much the whole setup. Yeah, I showed them a little bit, but I'll show them a little bit more.
This is a little suitcase that we just throw out, and it works. We don't have much inventory, but we just kind of load it with enough of the sizes of each shirt.
We do sell the CDs, and we even sell some.
What we're missing right now are the stickers.
Vinyls.
I like to give stickers out
to
kids, and then our price sheet. If you have a little price sheet and a little Venmo and Cash App scanner QR code, we don't have that right now, but we normally would have that here. So.
All right, so I'll show you a little bit of where we are. Like I said, it's a little bit rainy, a little bit of weather today, but we're here on the Arkansas River. And it's a beautiful park down here in downtown Little Rock. So let's get going.